Hey guys, Mike and Ike here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to beat the Royal Recruit Drop Challenge. Alright, first things first, here is my first deck, and here is my second deck. Feel free to pause the video and copy those down. Alright, here is my first battle. As you can see, I'm using my first deck, and I will be using that until about maybe the last 4 rounds if I remember correctly, because I had to change that up eventually, but for the first few, you're going to need the first deck that I showed you. As always, you will need to play smart. As you can see, I am, in my opinion at least, playing really smart. Sometimes I lucked out, I have to admit, but usually what it comes down to is skill, of course, and whatever your deck is. So what will help you out the most is finding the right deck, and obviously you will need the skill to go with it. As you can see, I won that one with 2 crowns. So this battle was obviously, it gets harder as you go along, but this one wasn't too bad, I guess. The Goblin Hut in the back had the potential to cause some destruction and annoyance, but it actually didn't do too much to me because I actually won the battle fairly quickly, as you will see in a little bit. We didn't have to go into overtime or anything, so well, let's just let this one play through. As you can see, I won that one with 1 crown. It is actually very hard to get 3 crowns, at least for me, in this game mode, because I only got like 2, I believe, in the whole thing, and usually I get a few more than that. So that's just one thing I noticed. As you can see, I am using my cards to my advantage. Just note the way I'm using my cards, especially the Dark Goblin and the Princess, because you really want to use those to take out the guards right there. As you can see, this is my first 3 crown, and there's only going to be 1 more, but that doesn't mean the challenge is that hard. It just means you're not going to win by that much if you do win. As the challenge goes on, you will see that many of the decks will be a lot more interesting, and the combinations of cards and how people play, it's going to be really kind of different than what you're used to. At least from what I'm used to, it's a lot different. As you can probably see, or if you haven't seen yet, you will probably notice all of these cards are pretty much essential to the deck, except for Goblin Barrel. Eventually that one will be removed for poison, and that's just because of the circumstances that were going on and how I was losing, and that was a very necessary change to make eventually. Like, you don't need to make it right away, but once you do, maybe if you lose once or maybe twice, one of those times will be the perfect time to make that change. So you saw that I got a 2 crown there. This next one will be over pretty quick because I got a 3 crown on this one. Sorry if you don't want me to spoil the outcome of these attacks or battles, because, well, I just am thinking, my thought process of making this video is just showing you my strategy, not necessarily for completely the sake of entertainment. I know you guys want to be entertained by these videos and by the game, but I believe that after this video, once you start conquering your opponents, you are going to be very entertained. This was my second 3 crown. As you will see, I will 3 crown him in a little bit. So this one went pretty well for me. In this next one, there's a guy who has a lightning. I don't really know why, but it kind of worked sometimes. I guess he could use it to take out my Princess or my Dark Goblin or both of them, but it didn't really work out for him this time, so that's why I won. As you can see, I'm still using Goblin Barrel, so I haven't changed that yet. Eventually you will need to switch to poison, but that will once again not need to be changed until most likely you get your first loss. That's what I'm thinking, but it's ultimately up to you. As you will see in a bit, I got really close to a 2 crown on this one, but I ended up getting a 1 crown, but hey, it's still a win. I will definitely take a win over a loss. I should also point out that the only rewards from this challenge are the Royal Recruits and the Common Trade Token. You will get a whole bunch of both of those things from this challenge, so if you don't really care about those things, then you won't have to stress about this challenge very much. This is actually my first loss that I had in the challenge, and the reason being is he had really wacky cards. He had the balloon and the battle ram, and I'm just not used to defending from those cards because of my playing style. Also, it's really hard to defend against it when you're playing with my kind of deck, but you can't really expect that to happen in this challenge because usually those cards won't do very well. I didn't actually do too bad though, to be honest. I only lost by 1 crown, and I was almost gonna make a comeback potentially, but I still lost that one. This next one was a pretty hard one too, and this is the one that made me kind of think about changing my deck, because as you can see, the magic archer was gonna be the death of me because it was just really annoying, and that's when I figured out that I needed poison. So that was a very necessary change for this part of, or at this point of the challenge, because you know, there's a bunch of cards that usually it's just those cards that can get defeated by poison. So if you do have a high level poison, or at least a mid-level poison, that will help you out at this point in the challenge. I would like to point out that the Royal Delivery is actually a very good card in my opinion. It does come down really late, but that's pretty much the only con that I can figure out about it, because it is actually really cheap for what you get, and although it can't be placed on the other side, it still does a great job at defending from both ground and air. So if you are maybe just thinking, I don't know, do I really want this card? Just go try it out because it's boosted right now, so you might as well. Oh yeah, I also played one more round with the Goblin Barrel before I realized, you know what, I should probably make that change to the poison, because I think, if I remember right, this round was very, very close, and I probably should have lost, but my skill kind of paid off here. So let's just watch this play out. I don't really know exactly how this went on, but I do know that the baby dragon was annoying, and well, you know what, pretty much every one of his cards was really annoying. So yeah, that's just the thing with Clash Royale, everything eventually just seems really annoying. Thank goodness I will be switching up my deck, because I would not have anything else to talk about for like the rest of this time that I have these recordings for. So I'm very excited to tell you about my new strategy, which it actually isn't too much different. It's just utilizing the poison, which is what I'm going to show you how to do next. By the way, guys, I would really appreciate your feedback in the comments if you would like. So if you have anything that you'd like me to change, or if you just want to comment about how this has helped you or how this hasn't helped you, I don't know, then please do that in the comments below. Oh, look, it's the E-Drag man. Oh my goodness, that Electro Dragon was just so weird. I didn't really know for sure how to defend against it, but I guess I did it pretty well because I won this one. And the Mini P.E.K.K.A. was also very unique. He just had a very... I wasn't used to playing this way. He had a very unique playing style, and it was actually like kind of, I guess, fun. It was like a change of pace for me, so it was a very fun battle. In this next one, I had a lot of fun too, because they had Firecracker and Princess, and I had the Log and Poison, so that was very, very fortunate for me. I had a perfect counter, and even if I missed the Poison on the Firecracker, I could still sometimes get the Log and the Princess Fire. That would get her out. It would take out the Firecracker, so that worked out really well. And this was actually the battle that won the challenge for me. I haven't actually won a challenge in a long time, so that's why I made this video, because I thought it would be good to inform you guys about this. And hopefully you guys still play Clash Royale, because only one person's in my clan right now. So if you would like to join it, then I will pop the name up on screen right now. Here are the decks I used once again. Say Clash in the comments if you have made it this far in the video. I ran out of footage. Smash like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you want to see whatever I do for fun besides Lego. Speaking of Lego, if you subscribe to my a Lego YouTube channel called Mike and Ike Productions. The link is in the description. Then I will cut my hair at 300 subscribers. We're almost there, so please subscribe if you haven't already. Al, don't you dare end this recording. Don't you dare. No, 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 no.